Hello, class of 2024. Mr. McFadden here. I'm here with Miss Bush and Miss Rhodes, and we've got course registration on our mind. So we're here to share some information with you to get you guys prepared to make those choices. Super exciting. We're already thinking about you guys as sophomores. So I think you guys probably are thinking that way as well. So let's start talking about what that sophomore year is going to look like and maybe what's going to be on your schedule.
So the big unknown still is what exactly is next year's schedule going to look like? So you guys have been surveyed about how this year has gone. We've collected data from other students and staff. Conversations are being had across the county because our schedules are tied to LRTC. So lots of information is getting pulled together so that the school can make a decision on whether we stay with the 4x4 schedule as we've done it this year, or switch back to our alternating blue silver rotation, which you guys have never experienced. So hopefully, though, we will have some final decisions coming in the next few weeks.
Going to be very important for you guys to keep in mind what those graduation requirements are before we come to Roundtable and help you choose your classes. So I'm not going to go over them in detail, but review these before you start making those picks. And keep in mind that some AP courses that we offer and some college classes can replace many of these requirements. So we'll talk more about that later, but make sure you're familiar with this.
So some other things to think about for sophomore year, we are automatically preloading in English 2 and biology for everyone. We're putting those options in. So when you log into IC, you will see those. You will need to select your math class as well as an option for US history. And you'll see you have some options there, including an AP. Please keep in mind, though, the bigger picture of what do you want to do after high school as well as you're picking your classes. So if you do want to go to college after high school, either 2-year or 4-year, you want to think about challenging yourself, think about the rigor of your classes, and really preparing yourself for college, including having an increased intense workload for classes in college. So important to keep that bigger picture in mind. And then if you are interested in going into the workforce or the military, you want to carefully pick classes that will help prepare you for that.
So you definitely have more options this year as sophomores than you did last year. So that's super exciting. Many sophomores take their first AP courses. So these are courses that are challenging, fast-paced, college-level courses. You take an exam in May, and if you do well enough, you could earn college credit. Popular first AP courses are oftentimes AP Government, AP History, which if you take that, it would replace your US History 1 and 2 requirements. So you get two birds with one stone on that one. AP World History and AP Computer Science are also very popular for sophomores. Tuition-free early college classes, typically Central Maine Community College or the UMaine system. Oftentimes it's junior year you start with these, but some sophomores are taking college classes with special permission. So if that's something you're interested in, come chat with us. Keep your world language in mind. If you're interested or thinking 4-year colleges, you want at least 2 years of foreign language, maybe more for some competitive colleges. So keep that in mind. We know that you're all in different levels with math. So some of you might be looking at Math 4 or STEM Math 4 for next year. The STEM Math 4, the difference with that one is designed for students who are interested in college majors in science, technology, engineering, and math. So if that is an interest of yours, you might be wanting to lean towards the STEM Math 4 for next year. Chemistry is now an option next year. Sophomores with permission from their science teacher can double up and take both biology and chemistry. So if that's something you're interested in, I would start with your current science teacher and then talk to one of us. And then Lewiston Regional Technical Center. So during your sophomore year, you can apply for that or any of those programs. So if that's something you're interested in, it's really important that you're checking off those requirements and keeping on track to graduation, because that's a huge part of being eligible for LRTC your junior year.
So, some more final thoughts about this before we get into the actual process. We do want you to still sign up for a full course load. That's at least 7 classes, 7 blocks that you're going to fill. We will automatically put in your team academic support for the 10th grade. So, you will still be on teams. You will be resorted into your teams, though. And also make sure you give us some alternate choices. You don't really want us picking your classes for you, so you might not like what we pick. So make sure you have the option to pick the classes that you know you want, your top choices, but giving us some backup ones, especially when you're choosing visual and performing arts classes and technology classes. Important for us to have alternates.
Okay, so let's get into how this actually works. So you're going to give us all of your course selections through Infinite Campus. So from the Poland Regional High School website, you're going to scroll down until you get to that Students tab, and then click on the Infinite Campus logo. You'll be asked to enter in your username and password. So your username is just your student ID, and then your password is your student ID, followed by a capital first initial of your first name and lowercase last initial of your last name. So if your name was Patrick Flynn, your login, or I'm sorry, your password would be your student ID with a capital P and a lowercase. Then you'll get to a screen with a black or gray bar on the side. Click on the last option where it says More. You'll get to a new screen where you'll be able to select the course registration tab. Then you'll click on Poland Regional High School, and you'll finally get to where you can start adding classes to your course requests. So this is where you will likely see that English and biology have already been added to your course list. And then down at the bottom, you'll see a button that says Add Course. If you are a special education student and have a case manager and you don't think you're going to be taking English and biology, don't worry. We will make sure that those courses will get corrected for you. So after you click the Add Course button down at the bottom, you'll see a giant list of all the courses that we offer. So you'll start searching for your courses that you're interested in requesting by either typing in the course name or typing in the course number. You can find the course number on the handout that you're going to get in Roundtable with all of the courses that are available to you. Once you find the class that you're interested in taking, if you absolutely know 100% that you are going to take US History 1, for example, go ahead and click that plus button. But if you want to know more about what a class is really all about, click on the course title, and then you'll get the course description. And that's what this screen shows you. No matter whether you click on the plus button or the course title, you'll see the buttons down at the bottom that say either to request the course or select it as an alternate. So this is where it's really important when we talk about your backup choices. So give us a full schedule of at least 7 credits, but then give us some alternate choices if you don't get your first choice classes. You will then see a full list of all the classes that you have requested, along with the progress bar at the top that shows you how close you are to having a full schedule. We want you to get as close to 100% complete as you possibly can. And then again, those backup choices would be listed down below. Infinite Campus automatically saves for you, so you don't have to worry about looking for a save button. And then all of the course requests will be ready for you for student-led conferences to review with your roundtable advisor and your parent or guardian. And once everybody signs off on that, we'll get going on creating your schedules. The million-dollar question is, when will schedules be ready? And we have no idea, but our best hope is that everything will be ready for you to see on Infinite Campus no later than August 1st. So we know that this might be a very confusing process for you, or you may have questions about how to plan out your courses over the next couple of years. So absolutely reach out to your counselor if you have any questions or concerns. We're happy to help.